Okay, just now we will identify those characters who exist on the political theater. Number one uh, is youth from commoners. We'll ask them many questions. Number two, it's a global orders head of state. Number three, it's five great countries. Number four is a religious scholar not telling the truth, false scholar. Number five, he is religious scholar is telling the truth. He is a real scholar. Number six is the media and advertising. Think talk will be question and answer, like who are you, how could you prove, what do you think. So a person who is hearing this conversation could know a different view to get real background about what happened today. Number one will ask number two, who are you? Number two answer, we are organization who protects states and manage their relationships according to the international law. Yes. Number one ask, when certain tension, conflict occurred among you, what do you do? Number two answer, we vote, something like that, or rather we have five countries who have forces and we perform what they decided. We perform their decision, so we solve a problem between them to avoid international war. Number one asked, you say international law. I would like to ask you, does it depend on Bible or Torah? What? Number two answer, no. Organization and our organization depends on international law, and it is liberal law. It's free of any gut restriction. Means when it comes to relationships between countries, we don't have God or Allah rules, but we have rules from our experience. Mind can alone recognize the truth. Means church judgment has nothing to do with this law. Yes. Number one asked, why you delete? Why did you delete? Canon law. Canon law? Yes. We know that Europe was governed by canon law. Canon law, in brief, gives the emperor the power which takes from a great pope who take it from Allah, from God. Emperor solve problem between states. Number 2 answer. Yes, we replace it because church couldn't govern the states anymore, so people have no confidence in church also. Um, the great schism among Eastern and Western Church, Catholic and Orthodox, occurred. Great conflict between feudalism, liberalism, communalism, which make people hate the state. And on other hand, there are extending Ottoman Empire and Islamic conquest in the Middle East, especially when they get Constantinople, the capital of Byzantine Empire. So we need a new law to protect our West faith. Yes, what is that? And number 2 answer. We preserved individual natural rights which Allah entitled them in the Bible, but the relationships between countries which are not obligated under canon law stay away from Bible, which has, Bible has no judgment to manage the relationships between the countries. While Islamic law in the Quran based originally on judgment which manage relationships between states. And in the same time, in this way we could protect Christian individual faith in the West. We ask Jewish people, what do you want? They answer, we want Palestine. Okay, so you can, as Jews, take Palestine. And what about Muslim people? Muslim people will follow us and perform what we say to gain West opinion. They ask approved from us if they want to eat even a bread. In brief, international law in the West occurred to protect Western people. Okay, thank you. Number 1, we'll ask number 3. Who are you? Could you identify yourself? Number 3 answer. We are 5 countries. Russia, USA, UK, France, China. Our mission is having a great power, maintaining balance of power in the world, getting global wealth to save people life. Okay, number 1 ask, do you mean, means, do you God? Do you Allah? Number 3 answer, no, we take power from Allah. As doing better and better get from Pope before. Okay, so we replaced theologian, church scholar who are consultant by organization number 2. Okay, in a brief, we are an extension of this power. We are not refuse old history, but we follow it. Okay. Number 1 asked, what do you do if there are disagreements between you? Number 3 answer. More power can decide it. More economic relationships can talk. And if the problem widen and widen, number 2, organization, global order, organization will gather ideas, stories and tales to solve it as a judge. Okay. Number 6. Who are you? I am media. I am a media. Yes. Our mission is to fix what the global order decided, so could gain world opinion and prevent any state who wants choose other rules against our legitimacy by announce them as underdevelopment, backward people. By other words, we detract from other legitimacy to force people discard it. Yes. Number 4, and who are you? I'm Islamic scholar. My mission is to make people like Islam accept global order also by changing versing meaning, by uh, took a small price for it as required by the interest to gain people and head of state altogether. Okay. Number 5. Number 5, who are you? I see they isolate you. Yes, I see. I say what Allah say, and I see that if the global order wants to perform something, he do crisis, which will be excused too. I'm not smart enough, but Allah learn us. They invent something which invoked by them, make it excuse to make intervention. Example, in Lebanon, there is a Christian village, and my friend is from here, is from there. He said, one time they make exploding near his village, and one time more they repeat it. Then they said it's armed gang, so people was afraid there. Therefore, they go out of the village and then come a new region and live there. It's it's simple and easy game, which often repeated one time and second, three. But do you know the problem is? The problem is now when I see one man on TV say we have to gain international opinion. Are you serious? Until now, do you believe this lie, this false? You couldn't be gain international opinion because they prepare their excuse by their media. You have to know every time they create something to make it excuse to perform another thing. Yes.